Oh yeah, it's cold. It's cold today. Hello YouTube. Good evening from a brisk San Marcos. Let's get straight into it. 28th of March. Today is a 41 day. Now we went into a fair bit of detail yesterday as to the 4 and the 1 coming together to make this unique expression of 5. And to me, 5 represents freedom. If I was to give one word to the number 5, it would mean freedom. And it does not want to be confined in any box that represents 4. It wants to break out of that box and create its own structure that's rooted in its own authenticity and drive for freedom and sovereignty, and just the ability to want to express authentically. And so there's a rebelliousness that comes with this energy of, no, I'm not going to be told what to do. I'm not going to be put into a box that's defined for me. I'm going to step out of this box and create one of my own in my own way. And so as a result, the energy of 5 is very adaptable. It's able to um, camouflage and morph into various different situations and scenarios, especially in the human form, of just being able to connect with people and lean into the masculine and feminine side of the expression of 5, which is in balance. 5 is androgynous in nature, meaning it has an equal balance of masculine and feminine. It's neutral. And the number 9 is the only other number in the cycle from 1 to 9 that has this quality. And so with the 5, really, it's a matter of having clarity on what the vision of freedom really looks like, and having the bravery and courage to show up and take action that fulfills what that picture looks like. And so we went into a lot of detail as to the container of the 4 and the fuel of the 1, the 41 that makes the 5. So if you haven't checked that out, check out yesterday's live. There's a lot of juice in that one. And so for tomorrow, for most of you watching this, it will be the 29th of March. And that is a 42, which simplifies down to a 6. And now 6 represents family, community, harmony, togetherness. If you think about mathematically, you've got 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, right? 1 is the masculine archetype, the father figure. 2 is the feminine archetype, the mother figure. 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is the child. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And so 6 represents family. And so for me, under the energy of 6, it's a day that's very harmonious and resonant to either connect with your family. If it's been a while since you haven't spoken to them, then tomorrow is the 29th. I say tomorrow, but it's today for you if you're watching this tomorrow. Today for you is a good day to connect with family, tap into the softness within and the desire to maintain a sense of harmony and balance and unity in your community, in your tribe, in your family, in your people, whoever you consider that to be family. It's a very creative number, 6, and it has the ability to tap into the creativity to a point where it naturally attracts the right energy that facilitates this harmonious feeling that you're trying to radiate. And so when it comes to, bear with me one moment. Oh, I've lost my life. So many desktops. Apologies for that. Where was I? 6 representing unity, harmony, compassion, very creative in nature. When I think of 6, I think of a homekeeper. You know, you have um, a mother dedicated to staying at home and ensuring the creative spark of life and nurturing and creativity within that container of the home, like interior design, making sure things are organized and looks beautiful. The beautification of the environment is a huge part of the six. And actually, it just so happens that on 6 days, it's a good day to clean your room. And it's also a Sunday, which is generally the day in which people have time to do it. If it's been a while and you see your floors a little dusty and you've just been putting it out and just like accepting it, like today is the day to get your house in order, making the space that you occupy beautiful, beautify it, water the plants, maybe even redecorate some things or move things around just to give it a new spice and a new feel. Um, it's very artistic, and so lean into that. Things to look out for is, especially when it comes to the topic of family, is the feeling of, you try to say this simply, the feeling of um, detachment from your community or family because you may not feel heard, or you may not feel like um, what you're trying to put out there when it comes to connecting with your people may not necessarily be well received with the intention that you're putting it out. And so be wary of suppressing anger or neglecting yourself and just letting things slide. These are shadow aspects of the six where you can fall into like you could retreat into like a shell, which stops you from truly expressing how you feel and your vision and how you think that um, this connection or the environment, whatever it is that is the point of matter, how you can contribute to that in order to bring that harmony and peace under the vibration of six. And if it's not being instigated from the other side, it's a good opportunity to open that door and present the willingness to reconnect or to heal or to just connect deeper if things are already going well, which is great, right? Fundamentally, it's a number of unity. And so socializing, being with your loved ones, having fun, expressing yourself with creativity, joy, dance, art, singing, whatever it may be for you, listening to music, it could be anything that sparks that little creative joy within you is advisable, and it's in resonance to the energy of the 29th of March. Um, I want to keep this transmission short since I realize it's already been 8 minutes. That's like, wow, that went super quick. Let me know, guys, if you find value in me breaking down the double digits combination like I did yesterday, 41. We can get into it for the 42 for sure. We've got a good foundation from yesterday, but I'm happy to go into it. But please let me know if you find my breakdown of explaining the combination of numbers that make the single digit number, if you find that useful. Because I find it fascinating, and it's a big part of how I help others understand how numbers express in different ways. And so with 42, for those who are new and want to understand how the combination of each number works, when you have a 2-digit number, the first digit acts as the energetic engine. So that's like the driving force. That's, you understand what I'm saying. I don't need to explain anymore. The first digit is the engine. The second digit is the fuel. And so for today, we've got 42. We've got the engine of the 4, which represents structure, foundation, building from a place of masculinity, right? It's very disciplined, ordered. It has a clear vision and it knows all the steps. Everything is laid out to the blueprint, right? This is a theme that will stretch for this cycle for all the days that have the 4 as the first digit, right? And so the fuel is a 2 today, very different to yesterday when it was 1, which is very masculine. 42 is the feminine archetype. It's the reflective nature, it's the softness, it's the connection to intuition, it's the ability to observe and know that everything reflected in the outside is a reflection of the inside. And so, not to be reactive, but to really connect with the intuition and use that clarity as the fuel to take that energy of the four, the structure, the direction of where the structure needs to go, how it needs to unfold, what needs to be built, what are the foundations that need to be laid out through that fuel of intuition and like softness and just sort of surrendering to the flow and being an observer. And so the combination of the 4 and 2, the masculine and the feminine of each, the masculine of the 4 and the feminine of the 2 come in union to express the creative, harmonious, seeking, unity-driven, compassionate energy of the 6. What else is there more? No, if I were to share some of my lessons as a result of integrating numerology on a daily basis by simply doing these live streams every day. I've got to a point where I now, as a result of sharing the next day's energetics, gives me a level of clarity of, okay, how do I want to approach the energy of 6 moving into the 29th for me tomorrow? I understand the topic of family is big under this frequency, and I just had a 3-hour conversation with my sister, which was just so amazing and so enriching and fulfilling. And so tomorrow I'm going to continue that, call my grandparents. Nanaji, tame jo છો તો તમને કાલે ફોન કરીશ ચોક્કસ. A quick message of love to my granddad. I think he watches my YouTube lives. Connect with family and connect with my creativity more and socialize. Now, this is interesting because I've been calling in opportunities where I can have videography work that pays me. And tomorrow being a 6 is a day to be social and to be connected with your tribe, your community. And as I wasn't planning on going to the dance tomorrow, ecstatic dance, but I've just been presented an opportunity where I can do some videography work for some paid, as a paid opportunity. And so it's all in harmony with, one, what I'm creating in terms of my vision and what I'm choosing to attract. And 2, the resonant frequency of me getting out of my shell, because I've been in a cave, just working really hard, not socializing, not attending other events for a couple of weeks now. And I think it's time that I sort of come out and enjoy whilst still maintaining the vision of taking action and participating in things that are contributing to my expansion and my growth through my creativity and videography and editing videos for other people and capturing their spark and seeing them in their authentic and full expression is a gift for me to be able to capture those moments and edit it into a video that can be shared with the world. Like, wow, what a gift. And considering how much incredible talent is out here, it's just so abundant. And I'm just so grateful. And so, yeah, I'll leave it at that. We're at 14 minutes. And yeah, I'm just in a really good place. Things are moving well. Things are expanding. Seeing the results of the internal shifts that I'm making within in the outside world, which is super cool. This is everything that I'm preaching, and now I'm living it. I'm living it. I'm practicing what I am preaching. And I have not been doing that for actually up until now. Like true embodiment of my belief systems and not letting my limitations of any sort or feelings of fear or guilt or shame get in the way. Like, they're not even my emotions, right? If I truly connect with my heart and know who I am, which is an immortal spiritual being cut from the same cloth as God consciousness. That is who I am. And so all of these lower density emotions, they're just part of this human experience. They come with this flesh suit, something we all have to deal with. It gets to a point for us, I'm sure, somewhere along the spiritual journey, I should hope and pray, that we reach a point where we can really let go and detach ourselves from the things that are not serving us. And the first step towards that is bringing awareness to what those things could be. And because we've been so immersed in those repeated limiting beliefs and patterns for a lot of people for many years, if not their whole life, it's hard to see them. It's hard to recognize them until you find a tool that allows you to see them. And for me specifically, numerology has been the biggest gift of being able to just see my energetic blueprint, just raw as it is, with no attachment to my story or anything, just seeing my code as an avatar, a character in a video game, and just seeing what the light and shadow aspects are of all the numbers, what all the numbers mean, and the time cycles. Like, it's beautiful. And it really does feel like my oversoul, my higher self, is holding the controller and playing the video game with me as the main character. Just like I used to when I was younger and playing GTA or Call of Duty or FIFA or whatever it was. Exactly the same. It feels exactly the same, just on a more cosmic divine level, right? And so that perspective has helped me just detach from the seriousness that I was putting into everything that I was doing. Like, I was giving everything so much meaning, to the point where that energetic attachment I was giving to the meaning was coming from a place of fear. And what I was doing was essentially pushing it even further away. But now there's no attachment to the outcome. I know that the process I'm going through is the goal. I'm not going to look back and say, oh, I successfully got X many subscribers on YouTube. Like, the number's completely irrelevant. When I look back, it's the growth that I notice that I take most pride in. It's the process that I went through and the changes that I had to make within myself in order to get to the end goal. The end goal is merely the consequence of being on this process of growth. And that's what we all came here to experience as humans. All our experiences, all our challenges are all opportunities for growth, for lessons. And it's here to teach us so much. We just need to be willing to receive it as a lesson and not be in a victim mindset, or subscribe or immerse or even be possessed by emotions of fear or guilt or low self-worth, etc. But anyway, it's getting dark, and this has been a very fruitful transmission. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop the questions in the comments, or you can message me directly. And if you want a numerology reading, you can do the same. And that's all for me today. Good night, grand rising, great afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And as always, I will see you tomorrow, YouTube.